I just toured 3 brand new home models that might completely change your mind about what new construction near Tampa could look like. The first home looks like it was pulled straight out of a luxury magazine, and then right next door, there's a completely different model that feels like it was designed for a family of 5 with room for in-law suite and 0 wasted space. And then just around the corner, there's one more that might just be the most over-the-top home I've toured all year. All 3, they're brand new. All 3 couldn't be more different. And the best part, they're all in the same brand new master plan community that's about to explode in popularity. So whether you're looking for your next dream home or just want to see what top builders are doing, this is the tour to watch. Stay tuned. Now, before we jump into the model homes, let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown, because Two Rivers isn't just another neighborhood popping up near Tampa. This community is big, and it's making some serious noise going into 2025. It's located just outside Wesley Chapel, right where Pasco and Hillsborough counties meet, close to 56 and 75, and all the shopping, dining, and convenience that comes with it. But once you're inside, you're surrounded by open spaces, new homes, and that resort-style vibe everyone's looking for. Now, here's the cool part. It's being built out by over 10 of Florida's top builders, and it's more than just a place to live. We're talking future surf park, trails, clubhouses, community pools, playgrounds, and even on-site schools. It's being built to be a full lifestyle, not just a zip code. But I only wanted to scratch the surface here because we both know you're here for the homes today. So if you want a full breakdown of everything Two Rivers is bringing, I just dropped a video that covers it all. I'll drop a link to it in the description of this video for you. And while I have you for just a brief moment before jumping into the first tour, if you're new to me and my channel, I'm Adam Moorjohn with Tampa, Florida Living, and we help people buy, sell, and relocate to the Tampa Bay area by sharing exactly what it's like living here. And folks, there's no one bringing you videos quite like me with boots on the ground. So if you're thinking about making a move, we want you to reach out. All of our contact info is right there. It's gonna be in the description below and pinned in the chat. Let's go ahead and kick things off with the first one, the Key West 2 by Homes by WestBay. And from the curb alone, you can already tell it has that laid back coastal Florida vibe. But trust me, the real magic happens once you step inside. It's one of those homes that just feels right the moment you walk through the door. And I'm not gonna give it all away right here, but if you're into open spaces, natural light, and that easy indoor-outdoor lifestyle, this one's definitely worth seeing. So follow me in. Let's go ahead and get Christy, and she's gonna give us the full grand tour. All right, so we've got the one and only Christy. She's gonna give us that grand tour, as I mentioned outside. You know, we stepped into the Key West 2.
Key West 2.
It's one of your best models.
I would say it's not only one of our best models, it shows so beautifully, but it's one of our most versatile models in reference to being able to do a lot of structural changes.
Okay.
So you can turn this into just a few bedrooms for, you know, somebody who's downsizing but still wants like a grand opportunity.
Yep.
Or it can very fitting for those larger families that have a bunch of kiddos, or, you know, a bunch of family that comes and visit, because you are in Florida, you know.
Right as we walk in from the foyer here, I can see all the way through the home,
Yeah.
all the way out to the pool. A lot of natural light coming in. And what is this, 12-foot ceilings?
12-foot ceilings.
So we've got 12-foot ceilings. You'll see as we get into this, beams, wood beams running out. Off camera, you told me that, you know, some of these accents, right? Like the stone on the wall, any woodwork that you see within the home, a lot of times models, these builders dress it up to show you the potential, but they don't actually offer it.
Yeah.
You guys actually offer all of this, correct?
Our rock walls, our wallpaper, our beams, our trim work, all of those little details are things that you can do in a WestBay home. Our design center is 7,000 square feet, and we want to make sure that you're using all of it if you want to, but we have some amazing included features that you can kind of balance some of those big blings with some of our included features to make your home unique. Big blings.
All right, so let's get into this. So right off the bat, off the foyer, we've got an office flex space.
Yes, this is standard going to be as a den, and it would have French doors with glass inserts. We do show without doors in models, so if you've ever heard of that, yes, that's a thing.
Okay.
I can also do a barn door here, so if you wanted to do that, a barn door does fit in this area.
And a lot of folks, you know, they work from home nowadays, so having that flex space office is it's key. You almost have to have it now.
Yes.
Now, right down the foyer, kind of move our way in.
Got a 2 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Okay.
So again, families use this in different ways. A lot of the bedrooms for this home are going to be on the first floor.
Okay.
So the family can stay on this area, stay on that first floor living and that first floor lifestyle. So you've got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom here. Again, use this for the kiddos, use this for your guests that are in town for, you know, the weekend. Or I have people kind of use, if 2 families work from home, you have somebody there, you have somebody over here, and you can
and then you have a guest space over there if you need to.
Exactly.
I like it. So for any folks of you that are looking for that first level living, a lot of people still want that.
Yep.
We have that here. And we do have a second story, which we're going to show you in a little bit here. But as we move along, guys, let us know in the comments which homes you like. We're showing you 3 today. This is our first, but keep us informed. Like, hey, I love that first level, or, you know, no, we wish everything was upstairs. We'd like to hear it back.
Different families.
Right in here, we're walking in. This is that wow.
This is the wow factor of our Key West. This is the Key West 2, so it does have the second floor. I can build it without the second floor. We call that the Key West 1. Keep it nice and simple. But the fact that you've just got this nice, big, grand area, and then of course you've got the beautiful formal dining space that's off to one side that makes it feel even grander. WestBay does a really good job with our kitchens. This is one of those kitchens where I can offer you the extended island, where you have a nice big island for entertaining, but you also have that extended island area that is great for breakfast, or, you know, when you're in the kitchen entertaining and everybody wants to hang out in the kitchen, right?
You know, having this entertainment space, you know, my family, we're going to spend a lot of time right here in the living room, in the kitchen, which we're going to get to in a second because I'm a kitchen guy.
Kitchen guy.
But I love how this is set up. It kind of shows that, okay, you can watch TV, enjoy yourself, lounge, and then more formal sitting, like friends are over, family's over, you just want to sit and have some wine, and then really your dining space. And you can see that's an 8-seater. So you easily have that space for dining. When we throw down in here, we want to be able to serve it up pretty quickly.
Serve
So
it up quick,
this is
nice
that
and hot.
extension you're talking about. I want to do a quick lap around the kitchen.
Sure.
This is that extension, and I love this because it's kind of a staple with you guys. You guys have been doing it for a while with Homes by WestBay.
It's in a few of our floor plans, and our buyers love it.
Yeah.
They really do.
I mean, you have the massive island, which you typically see, deep sinks. Love the you know, gold copper.
features.
Yeah, right around here, custom hood. So at this level of home, you can't just have that basic stainless steel. And I'm not gonna say basic, it's still nice, but you know, when you do the custom hood, it elevates it.
Yeah, I will say that a lot of people do like that raw stainless steel, that look today, because the mixed metals is really in. But if you wanted to go with a custom hood, you can do that.
You have that option. And then this is a big one because there's a lot of folks that either A, like myself, really like to cook, or B, come from up north and they're not used to electric. You have gas in Two Rivers.
Yep, so you have gas at your cooktop. You have gas, we actually just started our tankless gas water here, which is now included with our included features. And then we also offer gas at your dryer drop. But if you want to do other gas drops throughout your structural options, you can. And that is stuff that people do in reference to like future installs of generators, a future fire pit. Obviously, you can, you know, heat your pool with gas as well.
Let's go ahead and head over to that flex space, right?
Yes, yes. I love this part about WestBay and about the Key West specifically, because back here, the way that this lays out standard is actually a gargantuous lanai. So I love WestBay for our large lanai spaces. And this one is offering one of our largest. So it actually wraps all the way around in reference to, like, you know, in our standard. So you're basically, this is the outside of the wall, and then I'm now on your lanai. This bonus room is a flex room or an additional space.
So it's an add-on. When you're talking about that extra square space, you can...
Extra square footage, yep. So you can add this as that bonus room, or you can keep this as that nice lanai, create an outdoor kitchen out here. But I can also turn this space into a bedroom and a bathroom. So if you want that bedroom, bathroom, kind of an ensuite situation, and then that also kind of doubles as your pool bath, right? So that I have buyers that have done that before. Or I can take that dining room, if you're not a formal dining room person, I can take that dining room and this space and turn this to a second ensuite. Right? So it really is like a second master.
We have a lot of questions about multi-generational living. And when you're telling me, hey, I could, you know, lose the dining, but I can convert this into a second primary suite, essentially multi-generational, you can create that in-law suite within this floor plan and really not lose too much.
Exactly. You still have that nice big grand space.
Yes, I love the flexibility. Now, we are in a Florida home.
Yes.
So one thing that I have to say is, you know, having the ability with Homes by WestBay, you can open these up, right? You can open these doors up, and now you're extending your inside space outside.
Really are.
And I mean, take a look at that pool. it is absolutely awesome. You have the picture window in the patio out there,
Yes.
and plenty of space to just go out there and enjoy those awesome Florida days like today. Folks, you guys can check on the screen right now. I'll go ahead and pop up the floor plan. You can see how the master suite is kind of opposite. It's a split floor plan, and I like that because, you know, I like having my kids near me, but at the same token, sometimes you just want to unwind after those long days.
So the lovely master that we have in here, we have so many windows, and it's just lovely that WestBay does a great job because, again, a local builder, we want to bring in that sunshine.
Yeah.
We've got double doors here, so you literally have a foyer into your owner's retreat here.
Right.
And then over here into the bathroom area, again, very versatile in here. You have the opportunity of, you know, this is standard here, a garden tub.
Yep.
So the Nia wall with the drop-in. I can upgrade to this gorgeous standalone tub, or I don't have to do a tub at all, and I can make this shower even bigger.
Yep,
right?
and they have the rain shower. It's got the steps, so when I need to shave my legs, it's not a problem.
Of course.
I love it. And then, of course, master, does it have enough space for my wife and I, really her wardrobe?
I say when you're dancing and you're getting ready in the morning,
Okay.
and you're dancing as you're getting ready, you have two separate vanities here.
Yep.
So her makeup, your hair gel, they can stay separate.
All
And
right.
then of course the closet here, just nice and big, and two separate spaces.
Yep.
So she could take both and you can go somewhere else.
I hear you. She'll probably be in here a lot longer than I will. Let's go upstairs,
Yes.
because this is the living space, but there's a nice little bonus upstairs.
Before we head upstairs, let me take you to this laundry room, because not only is it a huge laundry room that you have the ability to do all the washing and the drying, the folding, the hanging, but it also doubles as a mud room for a lot of our families, because you've got understair storage, you've got enough room for whatever you want to create here for cabinets, drop zone, lunch boxes, laptop bags, whatever. And then of course you have all of this beautiful space here for cabinetry, or hanging space, however you want to use your laundry room. This is big enough to do.
And love the sink, because my daughter plays soccer and gotta get those grass stains out.
Yes.
So sometimes you gotta put some elbow grease in. I like it. All right, upstairs we go.
Upstairs.
So right upstairs, on this side of the stairwell, you're gonna have a full bath, and you're gonna have another guest bedroom. So it wasn't all the living space downstairs, but majority of the main stuff, right? But here you are, you have extra space, and that comes standard?
Yes, so standard with the Key West 2, you're gonna have a bedroom, bathroom.
Okay.
I do show a bedroom, an additional bedroom in this one,
Yep.
but it's not standard. So if you want 2 bedrooms up here, I can do it for you, or I can actually add another ensuite up here, which gives you plenty of space to have a nice big bonus room as well. So you've got, again,
That's where the
versatility.
teenagers go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Teenagers go upstairs, go ahead, you have your own space. So what I like about that is we have the extra guest suites. It could also be that extra office that we needed if 2 people work from home.
Or if you have those teenage kids, they can come upstairs and, you know, they can keep their stinky soccer stuff upstairs instead of downstairs.
Absolutely, but this is why I said it's my favorite. This is that big bonus room. When I said there was a bonus, I literally meant bonus room upstairs. And, you know, man cave. I've actually had somebody that had a side business that was like artsy, and they would, I think it was like a big cricket machine, like it was like a 10-foot machine
that's right.
where
I
they
remember
print
that
stuff. This would have been a perfect space for that, to have their own like little workshop upstairs kind of thing, assuming you can get it
Or
upstairs.
big quilters and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yes, you have this space, great for a movie room for my kids.
Yep, I can remove this bedroom
Okay.
or don't add this bedroom. I can also turn this into a media room where you have the hallway here, you have the door here, so you can close off that door. You have plenty of space to turn up the sound and watch some beautiful movies up here too.
Absolutely, that's perfect. I love this home. What would you say that the base price, because there's a lot of upgrades you could do, where does this price start? Because everybody's gonna ask me about price.
$985. So $985 is the base pricing. Most of our buyers are landing at like 1.2
Okay.
with the structural design, and also obviously our home sites are amazing. So there's a lot premium there. So with those 3 transactions, most of our buyers are landing at like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 when you're adding those pools, or going above and beyond in reference to your design. But again, you can do all of this. So you see brick walls here, we can do this brick wall for you.
So essentially you're in the 9s, just getting in the door.
Yes.
By the time you get to it, you'll probably be over, or you will be over $1 million.
Yes.
But it's up to you, and there's a big swing there,
Yes.
depending on how much you wanna upgrade with the bells and whistles.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Christy.
My pleasure.
Next up, this is the Sanibel by Pulte, and not only is it a whole different vibe, but if you know Pulte Homes, you know they really level things up here in Two Rivers. From the moment you walk up, you can tell it's built with intention. You're talking clean lines, smart design, and a layout that feels super functional without being boring. This one's made for people who need a little extra space, whether it's a big family or a work from home setup, or just room to grow. It's got a few nice surprises inside, so go ahead and follow me in and I'll show you what makes this one stand out. All right, Kit, we are at the Sanibel with Pulte, right? Sanibel model. So how big is this home? Because I mean, just walking in, it's like, whew.
Yeah, this home starts at 4,300 square foot, but the one that we're gonna view steps up almost to 5,000.
The one that we're right here right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. So right when we walk in the door, and I mean, there's so much to talk about already because I've seen angles, I'm seeing through the house, it's just wide open, but right at the front door.
Yep.
We've got this private hallway back here. I did notice from the outside, we've got 3-car garage and they're kind of separated, 2 and then 1, right?
Yep.
So what is down this hallway?
Yeah, so down this hallway, you got a guest suite and a little office area, and there's some flexibility that you can do down here, specifically multi-gen suite. If you have a guest that lives with you a little longer than you like, they can stay on this wing of the house, separated from your owners.
Yep, nice. So that technically they can park in their own garage.
Yep.
They can come right inside into their own little wing of the house. You've got a bedroom, a full bath, and then you've actually got an office or an extra little free space,
Yeah, a
right?
little sitting area.
Right.
Cuts through to the kitchen if it needs to.
Now, as we're moving down the foyer here, kind of getting into the house, I can glance and see out of the corner of my eye, we've got the laundry space.
Yep.
And I do want to talk about that, folks, but I'm gonna pause it right there because we're gonna come back to it. There's a nice little secret way to get through this. This house has a lot of fun surprises. So,
Yes, sir.
Kit, take over for me, man.
Yeah, so coming in, we have a formal dining area. It's still open concept to the main living area, but it gives you more of a formal feel.
Yeah.
So sitting down with the family, you get focused on more family time. Still open to the whole living area, but it gives you a little bit more defined living space, which is why we like this area here.
Yeah, and
it's got a little entertainment area and a place to set your servings on. It's a really nice place.
Absolutely. You can already tell that this is going to be an entertainment central, man.
For sure.
Countertops, got the built-in wine fridge back there.
Yep.
Ton of versatility here, and I mean, I know this would work well for my family. So
Yeah,
no
yeah.
question. Now, as we move in, because I got to come into this space, I mean, I'm already looking at the dining room, the kitchen. I mean, this modern open layout, but
Yep.
I can't even talk about the kitchen because how tall are these ceilings right here?
Yeah, so these are over 20-foot ceilings, open to below.
20-foot ceilings. I mean, that's some of the tallest ceilings I've seen in
Yeah.
the house in a while, at least in Tampa,
Yep.
new construction.
On the first floor, you have 12-foot ceilings. That's what we're in right now. Then, of course, open to below, going over 20.
Yep, and I almost forgot to even say the beams, you know, in that dining space.
Yep.
But coming in here, love this. Is this quartz?
Yep.
All right, so we've got this awesome island, plenty of counter space as we've already determined. Tell me about this kitchen.
Yeah, so we really stepped our game up in here. Farmhouse sink, 48-inch fridge. Of course, here you're going to be entertaining a lot. So huge kitchen space, long island, you know, drop-in burners, double ovens, glass uppers. So really just kind of put it all out there. This is going to be our higher-end kitchens that we offer here.
And in the previous house we were actually in, I noticed gas. You guys also offer gas within the community, which is
Yep.
huge for those chefs. And then over this way, you know, you have what, is it pantry?
Yep, pantry. And then if you did that multi-gen suite, that's where they can enter in the kitchen from.
Okay, awesome. So you can have a pass-through if you decide to have that flexibility. You guys
Yep.
offer differences.
Absolutely.
Massive cabinets, no question. Love that the quartz is coming through. Then you have the, you know,
Yep.
casual dining in a way,
Yep.
which is enough space for 6 to 8 people. And again, beautiful views of your backyard. But
I'm curious because we would have, that's our kids' play area. We got
Okay.
young kids.
Yep, yep.
We trap them in there, gate them in. I'm curious of what people would do in that space because you have 2 dining spaces.
yeah,
So I'm really curious of what other people would do.
well, I tell
in
you
that
what,
space.
that's a good point, folks. Let us know what you would do with a space like that. Kit would, you know, UFC cages kids in and let them go. I would have a seating area, maybe 4 armchairs.
Yeah.
Love to crack the wine and all that.
Yeah.
What would you guys do? Let us know in the comments. The master bedroom's over there. You can see how big this wall is because that is a massive TV. How big is that TV? Roughly?
85-inch.
85
I
inch.
had to hang it myself.
And oh, that's fun. But right here,
Yep.
this is something really unique, right? These sliders, I mean, not only are they massive, they're tall, but they look like pocket sliders and super unique features. So just kind of tell me about it.
Yeah, these are 0 corner sliders. They pocket on both sides. They're up to 10 foot, which is larger than your 8-foot sliders. In here in the Sanibel, a lot of wall to ceiling glass is what we're seeing. And then of course with the sliders, we had to do more. So
Sure.
10-foot pocket sliders, they go to both sides, completely wide open.
So now you just completely open that up.
Yeah.
No column. I thought there was a column there.
Yeah.
That's an amazing feature. Really extends that inside space outside too. Daylight today, not a cloud in the sky. You'd open it up. Can you drop a pool in?
Absolutely. Yep. So it's an entertainer's dream. You can do whatever you want here, and of course, live inside and out.
Okay, so with Pulte, you can drop a pool in, guys. Take note of that. So if that buyer decided to drop the pool in, they're gonna, enjoy the outside on those days. I noticed on our way to the master, you've got the pool bath here. So this is just a nice in and out. You're not dragging water through the house. It's a nice add-on there, but here's where things really shine, man. Look at this. Tons of windows, tray ceilings overhead. And what are the models that you have? Because I like this extension of the master.
Yeah, so we're offering the super owner suite option on a lot of our floor plans.
Okay.
The mahogany, the Merlot, and of course in the Sanibel. This gives you extra space, maybe for a little workout area, a place to have coffee, just hang out and chill. Another spot just to make whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Moving through, you've got to have a bathroom and closet space to match this suite. So
Sure.
right in here, we've got the bathroom, the matching, countertops from the kitchen that we saw. Gorgeous setup. Again, you have a window that brings in light. Not every bathroom has that. I know that's a simple touch, but it's a touch.
Yep.
Standalone bathtub. Is there enough space for a wardrobe?
There is. There's a huge walk-in closet over here that actually splits off in two sides.
Okay.
And then of course the spacious bathroom. We got a tray in here as well, giving you a little bit more detail.
One thing that's really unique is that you can go from the master suite or the master bedroom into the bathroom and then right into the laundry room to just easy of access, right? And then right back out to the foyer if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
So love having that easy access. All right, so let's head upstairs. Check this out. And by the way, love this, start to the staircase, right?
Yeah.
You got the nice railings going up, windows everywhere. I'm excited to see this landing. This is my first time, so this is gonna be a true reaction here.
Yeah, so jumping up here, automatically open to below on both areas. Nice big loft right in front of you.
Yeah.
Media room to your left, and then we got a lot of bedrooms and bathrooms up here we're going to explore, including a wet bar over here in the corner.
Okay, so is this like the main living space of the home?
Yeah, I'd say this is the main living space.
Okay, awesome. So right off here?
Yeah, right
Double
off here,
doors?
You got a big media room, you
Yeah.
know, so this is a place for homework, place to live life, watch some movies, make it a man cave, whatever makes sense. Huge media room here.
Yeah. You decided to cage people in downstairs, your kids. This is where I would shove my kids. Their toys would stay in here. Movies,
Yep.
maybe some foosball, whatever it may be. That I'm gonna throw all that in there.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
great space. And then we have the loft. So again, there's another space for that though, if you wanted it.
Yeah, so some of the feedback on these larger plans over 4,000 square foot is people want open to below, but they still want a loft.
Yep.
This gets both of them. So you got a nice loft area, you still have the open to below, 20-foot ceilings, open entryway. This really suits the buyer in Two Rivers.
Right off here, what's
Yep,
in
you
here?
got a full bed, a full bathroom in here,
Okay.
with a walk-in closet.
Okay. So far we came out, we had the media room, we have the bonus loft, we've got another bedroom, and then I got a feeling we're gonna get into more goods over here.
Yep, so over here in this corner, we got another full bedroom with a full bath.
Okay. So its own wing.
Yep.
We're not sharing a bathroom. It's got, we got two bedrooms with their own baths, right?
Yep. Yeah, so please separation in this plan, and then including this third bath as well in third bedroom. Again, if you have older kids or if you just want your own privacy, you're gonna get it all in these rooms.
Yep. And then is this a bonus feature? Or is that something that comes standard, this bar?
This is a bonus feature, and there's more flexibility that we can do in this space here. If you need another bedroom, that can be added here. That will make a total of 6 to 7 beds for this plan.
Okay.
But then, of course, a wet bar upstairs, just depending on the chapter of life you're in. This is an option to have upstairs.
We'd have that. So what I'm seeing is, and I really like that, I do like Jack and Jill's and all that, but in this scenario, it's like everybody has their own. There's no arguing over things. There's plenty of space, especially those big families.
Yeah.
Family 7, 8. Are you finding those bigger families choose this model, or what are you saying?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Especially with a lot older kids. You
Yep.
know, they give them separation. If one's driving, you got that option down there. If they're a little older, the younger kids are up here with their own bathrooms. They're not fighting over the bathrooms every morning.
Yep.
We're seeing a lot of buyers in here.
All right, so I've got 2 things for you. Hopefully I can keep it to 2.
Yep.
But with this home, folks are always gonna ask me about price point.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of options, so that's gonna fluctuate, but what are we looking at for like a base and then
Yep.
the things that we...
Yeah, this home starts at $930 base price. And another thing you want to keep in mind is look at what comes at that base price. So in this house here, you're gonna get a lot of standard features that come with that $930.
Okay.
But then of course you got to pick your home site where we build it, and then your average options that you're gonna put in the home. So they're the 3 components that'll make up your pricing for this house.
Where do you think that's gonna range when you're all in?
Yeah, it's going to be roughly $1 million to 1.2 would be a good range on what we're seeing for this house. It's almost 5,000 square
And folks,
foot.
this is their biggest model, so
Yeah.
you got to think that's their range. As far as incentives, and I know this asterisk, right? Incentives change weekly, bi-weekly. They're always moving target, but give us an idea of some of the different incentives we've seen lately.
Yeah. So we've been pretty consistent here. $30,000 flex cash has been our advertising incentive in this community.
Okay.
It's been going like that since day one.
How can we use that if the buyer gets it?
They can use that for rate promotion, closing costs. If they want to use it towards options, they can. That's not a problem.
Awesome. So folks, call me. I can help you understand the current availability of homes, the inventory, also what pricing is and incentives, right? Which what I'm going to do is end up calling Kit. So hook you up with Kit. He'll book you an appointment. And then the rest is history, right? And they're in good hands with you.
Absolutely. And we just released a brand new section. So this is just being completed. The brand new section is in Hammock. It's a gated section with beautiful home sites. It's built on a 70-foot lot. That section has some nice walking trails, very close to the landing. It's a beautiful new section here in Two Rivers we just opened.
How many models do you have in your lineup? Because this is just one of the bigger ones. How many would you say all in?
Yeah, I mean, we have 20 floor plans that we build in here roughly, starting at 2,000 square foot to 5,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 10 builders. We saw one. This is our second one, Pulte. Tons of options for you, a lot of flexibility. Let's keep going, guys. And now it's time to go big, like 5,000 square feet big. This is the Grandsail III by MI Homes. And just walking up to it, you can already tell this one's in a league of its own. It's big, it's bold, and wait until you see the upstairs. If you've been waiting for that wow moment in this video, you might find it here. So come on, let's get in there. All right, so we've made it over to MI Homes. This is the Grandsail III. We've got Gary here. He's gonna be the MI rep, touring us around today. With the Grandsail III, I've sold this model a lot actually in other communities, but it's obviously a fan favorite. We brought it back to Two Rivers, and my guess it's a fan favorite because of just the size.
The size and the adaptability. This plan has a lot of functional options that can manipulate the plan.
Right up here in the foyer to my right, we've got an office. You told me that the option there would be to add on these doors or to leave it open, is that correct?
A lot of folks like it open, like this side of the house. The doors function very, very well if it's a working office. But yeah, a lot of wow factor here in the foyer.
Absolutely. And then over here, you've got the dining space, which is wide open, formal dining room. The uniqueness of it is that you're gonna have a pass-through. And in that pass-through, you have a butler bar, and what else is back there?
There's a half bath there, and then of course your walk-in pantry.
Okay, and that'll take you straight in through the kitchen.
Into the kitchen.
However, we're gonna take folks this way. So we're gonna walk through, keep going to the foyer, passing the staircase, and I can already see that I'm gonna enjoy the upstairs. And I know MI Homes, they love decorating that upstairs, right? But under the staircase, a lot of these builders like to use that space. They don't like to get rid of it. Many times I see it just a door and it's for storage. Love what you've done here with the design here. You kind of added like that just clear frameless glass, making it a nice display with your wine case and all that. So that's a really, really neat feature.
Nice thing about this plan is owner suite is down. You've got a nice open concept here for the great room. The kitchen, gourmet kitchen, quite nice with the range hood that always vents out of the house. The extended island is an option.
Let's go see that island. I like that, yeah.
So it's a huge island, regardless of whether you do the extension or not. But if you didn't want a little cafe table and thought that the larger island is your thing, then that's an option as well that we can provide.
And when you're saying big island, normally it's about 4 seats. And I've seen it a couple different ways where they have this and they have the extension, but this is just a nice, solid piece going all the way through. And I mean, love the design on the quartz. You have gas stove, the built-in appliances, guess your pot filler, right? Those big spaghetti nights. And then looking back in the backyard though, how big is that lanai?
So this lanai that we have here is 26 by 8. So most folks will add a swimming pool with this one. We don't add the swimming pool, but we can provide the dimensions so you know how much space you have left for that pool.
Right, in your backyard will be plenty of space to be able to put that.
Every home site that we have would accommodate a good sized pool.
Love it. Now, back down this way, I can see already the pantry, the butler bar. Again, we talked about that. And if I wanted to, I could go straight through all the way back to that dining space. But tell you what, let's go ahead and see the master suite because, the kitchen is probably number 1, number 2. Master suite is going to be right there with it. So
entering the owner suite, this is the owner's bath. We've got the double closets here. It's a nice spacious plan. Linen closet, separate water closet. Standalone tub is an option. Normally it can be built into a tile box, but this standalone actually makes the room feel even more spacious.
Yeah.
Double vanity, each gets their own side.
And so I see double vanity, but separated, closets separated. We're not fighting over wardrobe or space in here. Let's check out the master bedroom, where we lay on our head. Yep, and that's a king size bed, so you can already see how spacious
Good size
this room is.
This will accommodate quite a bit of furniture.
All right, and then you notice you got tray ceilings over top if you want that depth perception. However, you had mentioned whenever they build that, right, they're actually taking away from the ceiling. They're coming down, not up.
They are. So I would say more people don't do the tray. If you're thinking of doing something very decorative, then the tray is very helpful. But we're actually boxing down the perimeter by a foot to give the illusion that it's going up. So I feel that it feels even larger when you don't do the perimeter box down.
So leaving the master, we're coming through the kitchen, straight across on the bottom floor.
So yeah, just on the adjacent side of the house, we have a guest room here.
Okay.
So people don't have to climb the staircase.
Right, so when you have guests over, you've got the full private bath, you've got the bedroom. So yeah, when you have guests over, they're having their privacy. Because I know me, especially a big house like this, you probably have kids. Or it's probably a bigger family. For me, it would be my kids' toys. They'd be running around upstairs. That guest is gonna have its own privacy down here.
Absolutely.
So I love having that option. Now, we're gonna head upstairs where we have how many bedrooms?
4 more.
4 more bedrooms.
Game room, theater room as well.
This house keeps going and you're gonna love upstairs. All right, Gary, so up here, we've got a lot of different things to talk about, a lot of different things to show folks. Yeah, what do we got?
This is a phenomenal entertainment house.
Yes.
So up here we've got 2 bedrooms that share a Jack and Jill, 2 more on this side that share a Jack and Jill. Wet bar is an option, so this is a phenomenal entertaining space. And then just behind that wall, we have a theater room.
Yeah.
So
Right here, I mean, this grabs my attention because I'm always talking about entertaining kids, you know, whatever that may be. And I mean, look at this space. I mean, you've got seating area, you've got it. I mean, to me, that looks like an entire kitchen, but you've got that wet bar really. And then again, plenty of space for little games. And even further than that, when you look outside, right, you've got a screened in patio outside, balcony. How big is that? I mean, from here,
that
it's hard to
balcony,
tell.
that's the 25 by 8 foot balcony.
Okay.
Gives you a nice bird's eye view of the property. If you've got a
Absolutely.
swimming pool, it just
Yeah,
accentuates.
so
even more.
25 foot wide. That's an amazing upstairs balcony to have.
There's an option to make it 47 or 55.
Really? This is where things get a little crazy because there's a lot of flex options, and I've been here, but I'm gonna let you take us and tour us through this.
Sure. So we just passed the 2 bedrooms on this side.
Okay.
So over here we've got 2 bedrooms that will share the bath between them. Now each bedroom would have its own vanity.
Okay.
So they'll have their own vanity area, but then they'll share the water closet and the shower area.
Okay, so true Jack and Jill, which we're gonna walk through right now. And the purpose, which I love, is that it gives access to the sinks, but then somebody could also be taking a shower or whatnot, and
Absolutely.
it separates it off. So it's
Multitask.
functioning at the same time.
And then this is our largest of the 4 bedrooms up here. Now, all of these have very nice size walk-in closets, but you can see here, this
Absolutely.
one's massive. And then this room itself, this is a secondary bedroom, and it will hold a canopy.
Yeah, I do not show that to my 2 daughters because we'll be buying this home. Just from that, they won't stop.
Yeah, this is a good size room.
And then as we make our way down this hallway, we've got the Jack and Jill that we passed, but then we come into an upstairs laundry room.
So this is normally a storage closet.
Okay.
But so many bedrooms up here. I know when I was a kid, I was taught to use the washer and dryer at a very young age. So we've got the same option here.
Now, if they did change this into a laundry room, it's a second laundry room, correct? Because there's one
Because the
downstairs.
default is downstairs, yes.
Okay, so you can have 2 as an option.
Absolutely.
You know, nice size. What is it? Half bath.
It's just a powder bath.
Half bath. So
this
if
is a
anybody's
huge
entertaining, yep, then they have access to it. And then this room.
theater room. So you can have lots of noise out there in the game room, and then you can shut the doors, dim the lights in here, and make it movie night.
Get cozy, make it a movie night. I mean, there's so many different ways you could use this type of space too.
This could be a 7th bedroom. We could make that powder bath into a half bath.
Okay.
Or we could seal off those 2 rooms, and this could be the second owner suite with access to a full bath through this.
So that's been a big topic today, is multi-gen living, right? Whenever you have these big homes, having that flexibility, which we've seen today, and you know, so many families are moving here. They want that option of just, hey, you know, an in-law might pitch in on this big house, interest rates, etc. So just having that up here, and again, having that option is just such a win for me. You have no idea how many families, and I'm sure you get it too,
Absolutely.
are just saying, is it an option? However, you did say a lot of people do like this movie room.
They do like the theater room, because the room we just came out of the bedroom, that is a massive bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
So that functions very nicely as a second owner suite as well.
That could, absolutely. Now, this is the last thing I'm gonna hit you with is folks always wanna know price tags. They wanna know what's out there. So a home like this, where does it start?
So the base price is $838.
Okay.
We do add home site premiums. We've got 4 different facades to this house, how it looks from the street.
Yep.
One is no cost. This model is the no cost version. There's 3 others that have an upgrade. But I would say it's tough to keep this one under $1 million, but it can be done.
Yeah.
Most people we're in the average about $1,020,000 on this one when it's loaded up nicely with a lot of the things you saw here today.
Okay, so you said $1,020,000. So we're still under 1.1 all in. And this is the biggest home models as far as square footage, over 5,000 in Two Rivers at the moment. If you want big, I would say bang for your buck, you're always gonna pay for it with 5,000 square feet, but that's a decent price tag there. And then incentives. Now, I always put an asterisk, folks know that it's moving target. It could be week to week, it could be, there's no incentives. Just give us an idea of some incentives you've had or seen.
So currently it depends on whether they're buying an inventory home or picking a home site and building. On the build, our current incentive is $40,000. You've basically got to have a coupon to go to the design center and spend 40 grand.
Yep.
Anything over that amount would be at your cost and be added to the price.
Can they use that 40 in any other way?
So it's flex money. So we also offer $20,000 towards closing costs.
Okay.
And those closing costs are tied to using our lender, MI Financial.
Sure.
We could push some of that 40 towards the closing costs. If person just didn't want a lot of out-of-pocket money at closing, they could do that as well.
Yeah, and folks, these things, I've said it already, the incentives are moving. It's a moving target. Sometimes they're, bigger. Sometimes they're a little bit less, depends on time of year, seasonality, how many homes you guys are selling or whatnot. There's a lot of different moving variables. Best thing you can do is give me a call. Give me a call, I will get with Gary and get you the updated inventory, incentives, price tags, what's available, everything. And then we can call Gary and he'll be happy to show you a tour around here. He wants you guys to come in and I want you to call me. So let's go ahead and do that. Showing you 3 really nice homes, 3 great reps that we're working with here in Two Rivers, and there's 10 builders in total. So please give us a call and let's just keep this ball rolling. And now I want to hear from you. 3 beautiful new construction homes, all with totally different styles, all right here in one of Tampa's fastest growing communities. If you're into that easy, open floor to living with a luxurious look that gives you that wow factor, the Key West 2 probably caught your eye. Need space to grow and a layout that adapts to real life? Well, then the Sanibel checks a lot of those boxes. And if size is what you're after, the Grandsail III definitely delivers with plenty of room for the whole family and some. If you're thinking about a new home in Tampa or just want to walk through these in person, reach out anytime. I'm happy to help. And if you liked this kind of video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next one because we've got a lot more coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.